Good evening, everyone. This is Gypsy Hermitage. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to connecting on Facebook or donating to my channel, please see the description box below. I know it's been a while. As you know, I'm back in graduate school, so I've just been very busy, very stressed, and I can't really do readings when I'm stressed. I know I promised to do a reading a day. It's just not possible right now. I do want to do something every weekend. So this is just one of the readings, and this is going to be a look at Divine Feminine, just checking in to see where we are on this journey. I want to share a new hobby I have with you. So it's junk journaling. Now, this is not a junk journal. I just did this from a piece of cardboard, and I made it. It's just like a stand, a decorative stand. And so I made like little tags to go in pockets and things like that. Here's tags too, and a tuck point mushroom, if you could see that. And then I attached the ribbon on the sides and made it curly and tied it in the back. And this is the front, has three sides. These are tags that come out of this side pocket right here. And then I have a charm dangling here and a flower, butterfly stamp. Actually, on this side, I also have stamps. This is like a flower pot, but it has a lamppost coming out of it instead of a flower. And then I have it trimmed in lace. See? And here's another pocket with a couple of tags. I also have a pocket down here, which you can't really see it. This is the pocket. And here's a couple of tags in that pocket. And on this side, it's like that. So this is just something cute. I was just practicing. I've been learning how to do this, how to decorate surfaces with paper or fabric. And this was just like an experiment for me to learn things before I make an actual junk journal. Oh, and now I just put it on my desk around my lamp like that. Okay. Anywho, let me know how you like it. So like I said, this is just a check-in for Divine Feminine. I already shuffled my decks and there's a lot here. Okay. For some of you, oh gosh, how should I do this? I think I'm going to do this by just laying out some cards from the bottom of the deck because, oh, I can already tell. The energy with this is very, very interesting. You know, the thing is that letting go happens in stages, and I know this just personally, like I just do. And yeah, I just do. It happens in stages, especially if you genuinely loved a person with your heart. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen in just fly by night, connections and things like that. But when a woman or a man gets their heart engaged to another person, you know, it's hard to release yourself from that energy. So here you have the shallow grave, you miss someone, the angel of alchemy, time for spirit, violent angel, witch at the end of the world, fairy of the divine hand, and the winged seer. Let me tell you something. You miss someone, but divine is showing up as an angel to give you healing from that. Because the breaking dawn, the dawn of a new day, your new day is here. This was something that was supposed to end. Okay. And it might just be a fleeting, you miss them sometimes, right? Because this was not your person. This was not someone you could really invest your heart into, even though your heart got, it got entangled. No, not entangled. But it got, oh God, what's the word? Having a senior moment. Your heart got engaged. It got, oh, I don't know. But the problem is that this person they had a distorted view of love. Like they don't believe in it because they didn't have a lot of it in their life. You know what I mean? Which is someone with a lot of issues. They overindulged. They probably drank a lot. They may even have been addicted to some sort of drug, but they were seeing you and this connection, and this connection through that lens anyway. Whereas now you see all of that clearly. You miss them sometimes, but you see that clearly though, you know? So that was the bottom of the deck for the shadow and light. Come here, 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 here. Yeah, because the lesson you needed to learn with this person is when you get to know someone, you have to be able to see them for exactly who and what they are. And you have to believe what you see. I have children sneaking down the stairs. Just don't walk by, okay, sweet? Okay. She crawled by. My babies and I have a good time sometimes. Now, let's see what the angels and ancestors have to say about Divine Feminine right now. Oh, look at this. Okay. You have bask in joy and light, be graceful in movement and action, see beyond the current situation, intend and create, be brave and honest. Shift your perception. Stay rooted and grounded. All right. This is all instructions. Like feminine, this is instructions. Because regardless of if we peeked into where the divine masculine is or your true divine masculine, what's going on with him, it's really about you. It's really about you. So these are your instructions. You need to have happiness whenever you can. Like I just finished playing cards and talking smack with my children. Now they're having a camp out in my oldest daughter's room, just hanging out, listening to music, watching shows. Being graceful in movement and action has to do with taking care of your body, taking care of your energy. Your energy, and I know this for myself, your energy really cannot be peaceful in a body that's encumbered by weight and illness and right, because you can't move about freely. It's difficult. It taxes the heart. It's difficult. So this is about, becoming vegan, fasting, losing the weight, exercising, your glow up. It is. You have to be healthy. You have to see beyond where you currently are to know that you're going to get there. To know that all the transformation you're making is happening step by step. Keep your determination every day, right? Never forget what it is you're doing. You're intending. You're doing it on purpose. You're creating yourself over, not from who you are. No, you're staying grounded in who you are, but you're leveling up. You're becoming more healthy. Some of you are going to turn back the hands of time, turn back the aging process. That's what fasting and vegetables and water and fruit does for you, and exercise. It turns back, it stops the aging process and turns it back. Okay? So you're making your intentions to do that. It's very masculine energy. Like you're in the power of your masculine. Loving yourself. This is self-love. So you're loving yourself. What is that going to create? What kind of energy is that going to create in your life for your masculine? Right? It's going to attract him to love you too. Be brave and honest. If you are approached by someone from your past, if you are approached even from someone that shows an interest, be brave enough to say, you know, if you need a little more time because you're working on yourself and you don't know if this is your person or not, just, offer what you can offer. If you can only offer friendship, then that's all you can offer right now. But I wouldn't want to willy nilly, especially if you feel a connection, or if God gives you a dream about your person ahead of time, and that person approaches you, and you're still in your process of leveling up, and just being in your energy, you don't have to give that up. Remember the movie Eat, Pray, Love? You know what I mean? Like, she had already done her time in Italy and fallen in love with food again, and gone to India and done a lot of emotional trauma work. And then she was in, oh shoot, what part of Asia was it? Was it Cambodia? I don't know. But wherever it was where her spiritual guru was. And that's where she crashed into the love of her life. But she wasn't looking for him. She was still doing her meditation work, solitude, having fun, meeting new friends. You know what I mean? And then she crashed into him one day, and it was like, oh my God. So, and then even then, it threw her off a little. It challenged her because she was like, oh my God, I'm losing the balance that I created for myself. And I don't want to lose it. But it was, some of it was fear and some of it was legitimate. She had done all this work and she didn't want to repeat cycles that she had lived before. So you have to be brave and honest and tell a person that. There's nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. Shift your perception of what relationships look like. When you're on a spiritual journey, it's more of a flow. It's not like oh, I met him, I gotcha. You know what I mean? On your part nor his part. So shift your perception of what it is that's actually happening, because your true twin will understand that. And not that you say, no, I don't want to meet you right now. Like I said, can we get to know each other? Can we just be friends? And then build from there. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be brave enough to do that. And you have to make sure that you feel that kind of energy. Let's see. What do they need to be? What is the feminine? Okay, I couldn't even get the question out. Yeah. If someone is your home, shouldn't you feel that familiarity? Right? Shouldn't there be something inside of you that they ignite? It has nothing to do with how much money they have. It has nothing to do with the fancy car. It has nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Being rich and famous. It does not. It has nothing to do with that. It's not about superficial things. And true spiritually evolved beings love the truth. Love the truth. Tell the truth. That's it. And if they tell the truth, it just might blow your mind. Okay? So anyway. Yes, I'm doing the bottom of the deck. This is not going to be a long reading. I have, like I said, I have a lot on my plate. All right. Look at your life purpose cards and see. Ooh, it looks like you all are coming into line with your life purpose as far as work, the work you're going to do. Okay? All right. Some of you are studying to become energy healers. Some of you are spiritual gurus, like you study every religion, you study zodiac, you study the SOT, you study a lot of just information that elevates the spirit and the soul. And you're going to hold classes for that. You're going to teach about that. You're going to do seminars and private sessions to help people to elevate, point them in the direction of wisdom, point them in the direction of not of traditional religions. And traditional, when I say traditional, it's like more tribal, in not that you have to dance around a fire, but when I say tribal, it's being conscious that there are spirits and forces that you can hone your ancestors' energy, that you can hone to aid you, to help guide you in your journey. Some of you are becoming the kind of doctors that use natural, healing properties like herbs and vitamins and diet and energy, right? Some of you, and fasting, some of you are going to have centers. I just heard centers of healing where it's all about coming in and detoxing and fasting, and then changing your diet and exercising in gentle ways. You know what I mean? Some of you are environmentalists and you have a lot of fight in you, and you've already faced a lot, or you're going to face a lot when it comes to big companies that dump toxic waste in our natural resources, not thinking of nature, not thinking of the animals, not thinking of water sources. And you're born to fight that fight. You're an environmentalist. You want to save this planet because planets do die, especially if they are inhabited by people that are killing it. Some of you are flower farmers, even if it's just on a small plot of land, but you grow beautiful flowers organically. You take excellent care of them, and then you supply a couple of stores or however many flowers, and you make the most beautiful blooms. I mean, just beautiful. And then you supply florists. You have certain florists that purchase your flowers, and that's your income. And you just have a knack at it. Like, you talk to your flowers. Your gardens are the most beautiful. I just heard in some cases in your city, like you've won competitions for your flowers. But then there are people that also purchase your flowers. Some of you are becoming so sensitive energetically that you pick up on people's thoughts. You know when someone's coming up behind you, even if they're an entire block away. You spend a lot of time by yourself because you're so sensitive. Like you're a real natural hermit now, and not in a confined manner. Like, you may have some type of little compound, or your home is fully fenced around with a privacy fence, and everything you love is in there, including how you make money to live. Yeah, because you're just so sensitive. When you go out, it's too loud. People are too abrasive. You have people attacking other people. It's just, yeah, you can't. You're growing, though. That's why that's happening. Okay? Some of you are writers, and there's a specific book that you're going to write that's going to not only make you a lot of money, or make you very well known, but it's because what you're going to write, people need. People need what you're going to put within this book. And there's an angel or ancestor over your shoulder who is going to inspire you and guide you in what you're writing, to make sure that the message you're here to give is what goes down on the page. Beautiful. I hope you all are listening. Don't doubt. Don't doubt. There's so many, and I get down on myself because I haven't put as much time into my channel as I did when I first started. It's like I judge myself, but we shouldn't. We shouldn't. I'm so proud of the fact that it only took me a few months. I ran from, God telling me to start this channel. And I even have used this channel in ways I didn't even think I was going to. I didn't think I was going to do talks or, you know what I mean? Really get into spirituality the way that I do or any of that. It was just supposed to be for tarot. But that's what I'm saying. Whereas some feminines have been overly stuck on their masculines, or the masculines were playing with them and keeping them distracted, that they haven't even started any of their endeavors that they've been getting the gentle nudge to. And it's okay. It's okay. We should not judge ourselves. This is not a race. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. This is it's an entire journey. It does not end even when our physical body wears out. We are still on the journey. It's a journey of our soul. Okay? So don't worry about a business. I mean, not to say you shouldn't start it. No, because it's about service. So, but don't judge yourself about it. Don't be too hard on yourself, but also don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do what you're being called to do. Okay? I love these cards, these Divine Feminine cards, because there's so many different kinds of feminines. But what is at the root of all feminines is the relationship with God. Like, it just is. Look at this. Some of you are in the energy of Mary Magdalene. She's the apostle to the apostle. She's so real. This is the type of woman that understands spiritually in depth growth and development and wisdom, but at the same time, she can, like, she comes from an earthly place. Like, this is someone that might know the experience of human beings, even down to the grimiest. And it doesn't like gross her out or intimidate her. She's just so real. And she says, I am the bridge. That's why, because she's a bridge. She says, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human, but also fully divine. That's a powerful woman. I have a friend like that. That's a powerful woman. Others of you are in the energy of Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. She says, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. I saw a woman on a talk show who was so unbelievably beautiful, physically, energetically, and the man she the man she loved, who also loved her, was beautiful too. But she was to look at her, it was like the Divine Mother. The divine. I mean, she just was. She wasn't a perfect person. But yeah, you could just see it. And that's what I mean about when it comes to the twin souls. Um, it's always like clear and apparent. It's just the most beautiful souls on the planet. And it's a hard journey. It's a hard journey. She had been separated from her fiance for like 4 months or something. And she was so shy to come out on the stage. Like, she does not, you could tell she's very sensitive. She doesn't like crowds. She didn't, it was her fiance that had booked for them to come, and she just was not, but he was on her, like he had his arm around her. He just held her and made her secure. It was just beautiful. It was so beautiful. And he proposed to her on the show. I mean, it was just the most, it just energetically beautiful thing. Yeah. So anyway, others of you are in the energy of Lala, the saint of spoken words. So you might be a motivational speaker, a poet that recites her poetry. She says, every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. This is someone that knows everything she's ever been with is a story that can elevate someone, that can elevate others. You know, she is born to give those words. Others of you are in the energy of Isis, the goddess of magic. She says, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So, you know how there are different love languages. I saw a couple on the same show that I saw this beautiful couple where the wife in the couple did not want to have relations with her husband. Like she denied him even as she um even as she validated, no, not validated, but verified that his love language is touch, which leads to sexual expression. And it wasn't even anything extreme. Like she denied him almost the whole relationship. They ended up having a baby, but it was like she does not really love him. I mean, you know what I mean? Like the connect, he was so always getting rejected by her. And he seemed like just such a nice guy, but her energy was about her. Oh, I'm tired. I'm always tired. I'm always saying, are you the first one wife to ever exist? Are you the first wife to have a baby? That's to me, that's not divine feminine, first of all. That is not. That is not divine feminine. And I'm not saying divine feminine is going to lay it, lay it down for her masculine, but baby, the chemistry between the twins is just as palpable as the chemistry between their souls. So for there to be so little, and she even slipped up and said she's not even, he doesn't even do it for her like that. And I'm just like, but they met online. They got together. I think they got married after only 5 months. So you didn't even really know him. Whatever red flags you saw, you ignored because what? You wanted a relationship. And now you're in this terrible, situation where people are hoping you all make it. But they're not like a couple that's been together 10 years and are having a dry spell and they need to bring their love back. No, she does not love him. It's just, yeah. Sexual energy is sacred. You can heal someone with your sexual energy. You can heal someone with affection. You can heal someone just embracing them and sending them love and receiving love back. But one of the things the twins are here to teach and to share is stop accepting people into your life when you know you don't love them. When you know you don't love them. I love seeing these couples. I refuse. I'm either going to, and I'm such a natural hermit. I am that sensitivity card. So if if I am not destined to meet my twin this lifetime, if he has not physically manifested, because I have experienced him in the spirit, I have. He came to me when I'm sorry, this is a whole nother thing. I'll do a talk. But I'm just saying, if he is not here in the physical, I'm probably not gonna take anybody on. I'm 56 next month. You know what I mean? I'm an elder on my way to a real elder, age wise, but no, I want the beautiful. I want that peace. I want that deep connection. I want that growth. I want that we are destined to be of the light when it comes to love. The planet needs that. There's so much abuse and unhappiness and settling and divorce. Imagine, even at my age, imagine if I lived to be 100, right? Which would mean I have what? 44 more years? No, not 44 more years. Is it 44 more years? I think so. Um, to be in a marriage for 40 years, right? Say I meet my twin in 4 more years when I'm 60. Why would I want to rush that? I got to meet him now. I got to meet him now. I'm 56 this year. No. And we get married and we're married for 40 years or 39. That's awesome. That's all some people get, is being married for 40 years. So, yeah, there's no need to rush. There's no need to be thirsty. There isn't. And even when it comes to saying, "Oh, I haven't been with anyone sexually in a long time," let me tell you something. There's so much madness going on out here. People getting attached overly and stalking, you know, people because they had an affair or whatever. You have to be careful. You could lose so much, so much, you know. Divine feminine, our energy itself, people get attached to it. I've had I've had male friends that were too attached to my energy, and I didn't even understand, you know, what was going on. But you can't play with it. It's not something we can really play with. So I'm a hold tight. But this is, I hope you're getting something from me pulling these cards. I'm not gonna stay on here long. All right, let me just tell you what's on the other cards because I'm really tired. I've been going at it since what? Probably 3:30 this morning. You on the in the feminine deck, you have unity, 7 of Swords, Page of Wands, 10 of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. The Star. Yeah, ending with destiny. You're going to come into unity with your person, but first you're going to come into unity with people like you that are highly evolved. And that's going to um what is it? It's going to change your perception of the type of work that you do, of the type of people you want around you. Like you're tweaking, like okay, no, I'm sorry. For instance, on TikTok, with the black girl follow train, some people salty over it. That's none of my business. But what it showed me and what is showing a lot of us as black women is there are other black women like us. So I have found black women that do the kind of crafting that I do, that have the same kind of skills, that are as educated as me, that are my age, just all kinds of categories. And I'm building my tribe. Like I'm building my tribe. And that's very important. That's very important. It's just a way, because it transmutes this past energy of someone that was not, you thought you could plan to be with them. You had to revise that. We have to revise that energy because it's just not going to work. The kind of people that you're going to have creative new endeavors with are the type of people that do what you do in the way that you do it, just as authentically and genuine as you are. Period. Period. This kind of energy, no thank you. Nope. That makes you happy. That gives you 10 of Cups. But it's 10 of Cups in a way that you're a boss about that shit. And you're in a tribe of bosses. right? Some of you are going into a new area of study or a new area of endeavor. You're learning new things, even if you're in school or studying things on your own, learning a new skill just from hands on, being self taught. You're having some great ideas about what you can do with it. You're seeing the truth of why you had to go in that direction. It's like that. This is, I know what I'm building. It's just giving you clarity. Look at this shit. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. That's some real building. It's like you're preparing to have that with a person, but your first is happening with you, just within you. Loving yourself, being loving, because you're going to be so happy. This is your destiny. This is your healing path leading to your destiny. There's nothing we have to stress about. There's nothing we have to worry over. Look at the masculine energy. He's moving towards you too. Goddamn. Ooh. So the masculine has the Ace of Cups. And what's funny is you started with unity. He starts with the Ace of Cups. The greatest expression of love you could ever find, right? So Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, Page of Swords, the Chariot, Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Look at all these cups. The masculine is filling up with love. Filling up with love. Oh my God, it's crazy. At the same time, there are delays and changes of plans that he's faced with. But they're not catastrophic. It's really changes and adjustments he's making so he can come towards you, towards his ideal, falling in love. Just like the way he sees you. He knows, like, it's almost like he knows you're not going to just hand him your heart. You know what I mean? Like, you're not that kind of woman. I don't know how he knows this. This may be someone you've already planted seeds with, or your experience from the past is planting seeds for this. So he could be someone that's similar to someone from your past, which happens a lot with the divine masculine. He can resemble a false twin. But he knows how loving you are. Like, you are the embodiment of love to him. This is crazy. I love the syncs. I love the syncs in, or just the energy of it in the between the twins. Okay, I'm going to leave it at this because my back is hurting and I'm really tired. All right, let me know in the comments how any of this resonates with you. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Peace.